Hello and welcome to Bay One. This is Jafal Maraxi. We're bringing you a review of the latest news update for Robocraft. So it's not really a game review, it's just more or less to go over the news flash as such. So Robo News was published over the weekend, I believe, on the 19th. So yeah, last Friday, about some new updates, etc. that are due. I think it's this week. By the looks of it, they're scheduled for around Thursday. Basically, it's the addition, well, it's the reveal of what the DSM and what the other thing is. Oh man, I can't even remember the names. But anyway, basically, so you now have the Blink module. So whatever the BLM, sorry. So the BLM is basically a blink module. It allows you to jump to your target reticle location. So you charge it up. You can use it to jump to the target location. It works for flyers. It works for mechs. It works for all kinds of robots. Although it is a choice as to how much CPU you want to use on that and all that kind of stuff. The actual fusion shield, or the DSM, the disk shield module, that is enables you to deploy a disk shield at your target reticle location. So that's another option where you can, it's like the home gate shield, or not the home gate, the fusion shield around the base, so you can fire through it, but the enemy fire will get stopped by the shield. We're not sure how long it's going to last or anything like that yet, because they haven't released any information on that, but that is due to be coming. And I think both of those changes, especially the blink thing and the fusion shield, will have some interesting ramifications on the battlefield, and there's going to be a lot of robot reworking required to take into account that change. But probably the biggest change on top of those is something called unified power consumption. So they're going to be introducing a feature which basically gives you a shared power resource that runs between all of the modules on your robot. So it's going to be shared between, by the looks of it, movement, weapon fire, and any auxiliary modules like radar or the blink shield, the blink um, module, or the disk shield module. And you're going to have to practice some power management for once, which I think that in itself is going to address some builds. It depends on how much power drain they have in terms of the weapons. Nanos, etc., are definitely going to be impacted by this, so it's going to add another layer to a strategy and add a little bit more depth. I'm of two minds as to how much that is going to be liked or loathed. That is definitely going to be something that will force people to have to redo most of their builds. So it is a tough thing to introduce, but you're probably going to find vehicles that have a lot of weapons or use a lot of modules and stuff like that are going to start running into serious issues with that. And it will definitely affect thruster 6 and stuff like that. So we have to see exactly how that balances out, but that's probably going to be the biggest change on that front. And then we get down to the daily robot, which is the maximum loadout. Now, this is an option where it looks like you can actually specify multiple loadouts for a given design from within the garage, and then you can use those to switch during battle, in terms of having different weapon configurations. So that could be interesting, definitely, if that's the way they actually want to run it. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to enable you to switch in place if you have to be at your base, or if where you need to be, but that's definitely going to give more tactical options, so you're not going to be tied to using more or less the same configuration for the entire battle. If we need to switch someone to healing or something like that, and you've got your robot current design is able to adapt to that, then you'd want to switch to that configuration. So that's definitely going to give a lot more tactical play, and especially if you're using things like the Blink modules or the other tactical modules as well. And then there's just some other information down the bottom here. There looks like they're also going to be modifying exactly how the difference of damage types between lasers. It seems like they're giving lasers some form of miniature knockback effect when you're hitting with them. So it says a new level of punch. So I'm guessing that might be you get some kickback from using SMGs, which, so you got massed SMG fire on a target, it might get pushed back or something. Don't know, we're not sure. It might just cause it to shudder or something like that. Either way, that would be an interesting effect. Plasma launchers are going to be changing, so the projectiles can be released over time, and you can have a better control over your rate of fire. Rail cannons are definitely going to be adjusted, so it's more damage pushing through the robot, but we'll see how that works out. And the nanos, yeah, well, the pulse effect nano disruptor allows for increased range and faster delivery of heal damage rate, with the downside of faster power consumption as more nanos added to builds. So yeah, that's going to be something different. But yeah, so that's an overview basically of what's going to be coming out hopefully this Thursday, if they keep to their normal patch schedule. Although if they can't get to that, then it may be Friday or next week. But it definitely looks like there's going to be some huge gameplay changes coming to Robocraft. But anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. It's down there, up there, somewhere. There's a subscribe button around here. And we'll see you around next time. Goodbye.